Yo, 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 what it do, world? It's your boy Hollywood Mike T, and I'm here hosting the Man Cave Sports Podcast. Hey, Bryce Harper, bro, let me get a jersey, man. Drop that beat.
Drawing the keys for this shit now.
Thank you for the applause. Thank you for the applause. Thank you for the applause. You are in the Man Cave Sports Podcast, hosted by your boy Hollywood Mike T this week. I think this is my last week on the show. They're kicking me off. They get Soul Man coming back. You know, they say I bring too much hate to the show. Like some people won't want to watch the show because I be hating. So they're kicking me off the show, but I'm hosting this week. So I can technically not leave. I can keep this joint running the whole time. But yeah, man, I'm Hollywood Mike T. We got our guys up here. We got above me, we got Jae Jones. We got on the other side above me, diagonal, we got G Money. We got Wildcard Mar next to me. And yeah, man, Jay, tell them how they can find you, man.
Hey, what up, everybody? Jae Jones on IG, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok for, as long as it lasts, because that shit on the way out. But yeah, that's where you can find me.
Yes, sir. Hey, you find me at G Money Caveman on Twitter. I've been popping this week, man. Check me out on it. Check me out. I missed the intro. Did Mike have to redo this joint any times? Nah, he didn't solo once.
Okay. One shot.
All right, just checking.
Hey, G Money, he tried to do a real on some real sneak shit. So he recorded it as me and Jay was coming in on the session, and I was nah, you gonna have to play that back, bro. So he's like, oh, I got you. So he did one take. I give him that. It was nice. He got it one take popping.
Yeah, one take.
I'm gonna have to listen to that, Jay.
I give it to him.
50 grand. He got it on one.
Tell him how to fight. Hey, Jay, we're not gonna do this.
Nah, you can find me KC Wildcard Mar on the Twitter, Wildcard Mar on Facebook and Instagram. You dig? Let's get it, fellas.
So look, let's start off how we do every week, y'all. Every single week. How y'all doing? How was y'all weekends? I'm gonna start with, you know what? I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna start with G Money today. How was your weekend, man?
Yo, it's been a good week. Good week. I took the kids to their first baseball game this week. Got a little certificate, Nationals first game and everything. I didn't even know about that joint, honestly. My boy we rolled with, he's like, yeah. I was like, where you get this? He's like, you just go over there, general admissions, customer service, whatever, and it'd be like, oh, free certificate and pin. I was like, oh, snap. Of course, the Rays whooped our butt, but that's another story. That's a national storyline.
Okay. And Jay Jones, how you doing, man?
Man, everything's good, man. I can't complain. Kids on spring break, man. Just grinding, working, potting, And that's it for real,
Ma?
Hey, I'm like Jay. I'm staying out the way. I'm podcasting, working, and I got a big move I got to get done at the end of the month. So I'm packing. I mean, I know how moving is. That stuff is the worst. But
that is the worst.
Hey, I'm over here
every
day. Hey, I ain't seen you touch that in 4 years. Throw that out, please. Hey, I ain't with the hoard and stuff when it comes to moving, man. Hey, I'm trying to go there with barely nothing. If it was up to me, I literally take everything we got, burn it, and we just start over. Nah, for real. If it was up to me, hey, throw all in the trash. We just start all over. Because when you start crossing state lines, bro, nah, man, I ain't trying to hold on to nothing.
Packing up, unboxing shit. And Joey stays in the box and be like, did I really need to pack it?
Is it necessary?
Hey, man.
Hey, how you doing, host?
Exactly.
Hey, yeah. I'm recovering from a weekend of WrestleMania.
Hey, man, I wish I was in the DMV to chop it up with y'all, man, because I know y'all had a good old time, man. I wish I could have been there for y'all.
We had a Smokermania. It was great. It was wonderful. 613 Facts came over on Saturday. We had Four Corner Boys over here on Sunday. So it was pretty cool, man. It was dope. None of y'all showed up. But moving on. Moving on.
Hey, I got an excuse. I don't know about them two.
I was out of the state. I was out of the state.
Hey,
I was.
Let's get to some sports. That's why we're here. Let's get to some sports. None of them came, but let's get to some sports. Okay. March Madness listen, baby, March Madness was sick this year. We had a great tournament on both sides, the women's side and the men's side. We've seen some unexpected winners, man. Like FAU got there. The U got there. UConn eventually won on the men's side, LSU on the women's side. But man, let's talk about it. Let's get to it. What do you think? Let's go with Jae Jones. What do you think about the March Madness this year, man?
March Madness was great, like you said, on both sides, men's and women's. It definitely lived up to expectations. We got a lot of we got some Cinderella teams, we got buzzer beaters. So it was good. The championship game on the men's side was a little it wasn't as good as years past, but it did everything it was supposed to do. I learned about some new players. It set some records, broke some records, and things like that. So I enjoyed both. Like I said, the women's championship game was dope too. A little bit too many fouls for me, but hey, I enjoyed it. It was dope, and it was dope that two players from the DMV, Jordan Hawkins and Angel Reese, they both won the championship on both respective sides. So shout out
cousins.
Cousins. So yeah,
Be more, stand up
all day.
Yeah.
Let's go with Wildcard Ma. What you think, man?
Yeah, man. I really, really, really enjoyed the women's tournament this year than more than I normally have. Not to compare the two, but I thought it had a little bit more sizzle in the women's tournament than the men's. And not to poop on the men's tournament. A lot of unnamed teams making it to the Final Four. Well, 3. I mean, UConn's a familiar name, but they haven't really been consistent with their success. So it's kind of like they're on and they're off. So they just happen to be on this year in a very dominant fashion. So props to UConn, because they go look at their whole tournament. They beat everybody by double digits. So they dominated all tournaments. So hey, props out to them. I didn't see them even getting that far. So shouts out to them. Shouts out to LSU. I'm gonna show some love to Caitlin Clark and the Iowa Hawkeyes too. I mean, say what you want. There's a lot of eyeballs. That 9.9 million for that women's championship. That was, say what you want. She's kind of like the driving force behind that 9.9 million. So she was the big story going into that. Obviously, y'all see the headlines that come out of that game. But I just got to say this, man. I just hate when the spotlight gets taken away from the fact you got.
Hey! I'm driving the bus.
I'm just saying, man. I thought that was
good. We'll get to that. Hey, CJ,
sneak peek.
I learned from Jay, bro.
I got you. G Money, let me get you to go in there, man. Hold on. Were you done? I was just playing, but were you done?
Nah, go ahead. Nah, I learned from Jay, but I know how to put it in park. All right, I'll go ahead.
Guys.
Let's go, G Money. Let's go.
Hey, I mean, first off, let's just be real. None of y'all talked about the picks y'all made last week.
Oh my God.
I gotta bring it up because I banged them all out.
Hold on, G Money.
I banged them all out.
I was gonna do that too. I'm gonna make fun of everybody. But go ahead.
Hey, but the semifinals with San Diego and FAU, that was a true buzzer beater right there. Yeah. So that's March Madness. That's what we want to see. And after that, for the men's side, it was just UConn been doing all tournament. They've been torching teams. Like first 5 minutes, they're getting up by 12 or whatever. I'm like, yo, this could get out of hand quick, and it never got back in hand. San Diego made a couple runs, make it look like it was about to be close, but every time he just stepping on the gas. So, like y'all said, the men's Final Four, it was nice, but I'm not gonna lie. I made time to make sure I watched the women's Final Four this year. Yes, and a lot of other people that's listening and on around the world, they joined us on that joint for sure. So shout out to the women, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, South Carolina too. Virginia Tech was in there. But, the women's joint, it had a lot of records broken. A lot of records broken off that joint. We got Angel Reese that busted out for men's and women's 34 double-doubles in a season.
It's crazy.
Nobody has ever done that but her.
That's crazy.
Caitlin Clark, men's or women's, highest scoring Final Four, highest scoring NCAA tournament total at 191 points.
She had that much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
She broke Glenn Rice's record and Cheryl Swoop.
So I mean, how is that not entertaining right there? Don't get me wrong, they're not putting dunks down. Whatever, but they're doing what they're doing out there and they're hooping and they're making basketball IQ plays, they're making all that stuff. So they're playing ball right, and it was entertaining to watch, and I loved it. Not gonna lie.
Hey, real quick before sorry, bus driver. I'm just saying, like, we just got to give props to just women's basketball and period. Because, like, if you guys have watched WNBA for a long time, college women's basketball for a long time, you can see the progression in their skill set. Like, Caitlin Clark is out there looking like it, like she the white female Steph Curry right now. Like we got to be honest with what we're seeing. And
hand down, man
moves
down.
are crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's what caught my attention last year with her. Like, when I was watching her last year, like, just the range she was pulling up, not just the range, but how she was creating shots for not only herself but for her teammates. You know what I'm saying? She gives you that Steph Curry kind of comparison, and she even the championship game, she was in foul trouble. She still dropped 30 plus.
Yeah, like you said, the fouls that game, it was
terrible. Terrible.
Was terrible.
You got that fourth behind the back tossing the ball away. God damn.
This is great. This is sports talk, y'all. This is the man cave. This is great. This is great. I'm glad that you guys are showing so much love to the women. So I have a question for y'all. This is a shot clock question. Each of y'all get 24 seconds.
Oh, shit.
Okay. I'm going to start with Jay. What could you do? What would you do to expose the women's game a little bit more, or a lot more than what it has been?
I think I would just market my stars a little bit better. I think you talking about just like WNBA and college, or just all together?
You got 10 seconds.
Like, for college, I would definitely promote Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, and on the WNBA side, I would definitely promote Asia Wilson, Sabrina Ionescu, and all them.
Got you. All right. Wildcard Mar, you got 24 seconds. Let's go.
Hey, man, keep it simple. It's all about marketing. Like, put not only your stars, of course, you're going to put a spotlight on them, but you got to find a way to get content out there so these people know and you relate and correlate to people. You do that, you'll grab the attention of people.
All right. G Money.
Hey, I'm going to keep it short and simple. I'm going to throw you the oop out there. All right. Keep letting the women do what they're doing on the court. Let them have fun. Let them play with emotions. It's entertainment. That's what the men's got. I enjoy watching it for the female side as well. Let them hoop. Let them ball.
Oh, good answers. Good answers. That was our first time we've ever done that segment. I just made it up off the fly. So, Jay said something that was very important, which is exposure and exposing your players. So that leads us to our next topic. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. First off, let me say this. Getting the kid in Wilo tried to check.
Angela.
Yeah, he tried to check. He tried to check the Barstool Sports president. It was the worst thing. They shouldn't even said nothing. It was bad.
Yeah.
Angela.
But
I was like,
Jay's point,
name Angel.
They're getting a lot of publicity right now. They're getting a lot of pub. Some of it is negative, some of it is positive. I'm gonna start with G Money about the about the controversy. What you think, man? What do you hope to get out of this? What is the end for this?
First off, like it's been quoted before, all publicity is good publicity. And how many times have we been talking, sitting in the barbershop, sitting anywhere with grown men, technically speaking, and we're talking NCAA women's basketball, not only just the championship, but players in the tournament, you know? How many times you got guys talking about, yo, you see what Caitlin Clark did? Yo, you see Angel Reese? You don't used to get that. You get it more and more so, but this is the hottest it's ever been. So it's great for the game for all women, no doubt about it. They're putting their foot on the map, like, hey, we're here, we're entertaining. This is what y'all want. It can only be good for the women's game, and props to them for bringing it. You know.
Cool. Let's go with Mar.
Yeah, man. It's. I agree with G Money. You know, all publicity is good publicity, especially when you're talking about. It's always been a thing. You know, hey, we need to support women's sports. So, you know, support. And when you get support like 9.9 mil, that's a good thing. Of course it is. Obviously, you know, the stuff that transpired, you know, because of some, you know, in my opinion, is just, you know, competitive players, you know, just trash talking. It happens. You know, Angel, you know, kind of stepped over the line, you know, she kind of hawked her down, and you know,
Go down your screen.
Get it, Tony Yayo, I get it, but yeah, she's like, oh, you don't see this. So I had no issue with it, because my thing is we see the men do it in just about every sport. So let's not have that double standard. You know, I can't stand double standards, and so as many double standards as are placed on men, you know, in situations, I'm not going to turn around and join the double standard on women. They saying, oh, well, we can't show passion and show emotion in our sport. Well, that's sport. You're supposed to show emotion, supposed to show passion. So let's kill that double standard. Let like G Money said earlier, let them ball, let them hoop, let them show their emotions, let them show their personality. And that goes into, you know, the little 24 second little thing we just did. If you let them show them personality and
segment,
you captivate that, yeah.
Not a little thing.
Yeah, segment, you know.
It was big. I made it big. It was a big thing. Come on,
man. No, because it's like if you captivate that personality of these players and you can turn that into content, maybe it's like a short, a 3-minute or 4-minute short, you know, that can help you gain viewership, because somebody's going to relate to Angel Reese, somebody's going to relate to Caitlin Clark, somebody's going to relate to Leah Boston. That's how you become fans of things, is because you feel a piece of you in relation to that. So I love it. Keep gaining that momentum, ladies. I hope it transpires, you know, through WNBA.
Hey,
you know,
I'm gonna get a Caitlin Clark ticket when she coming to town.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, none of the fellas have said lower the rim. Shut up, Shaq. Let's go, Jay.
Exactly. Nah, I'm with the fellas, man. Women's basketball won. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, women's basketball won. It's only the lames and suckers who don't play competitive basketball or play competitive sports. Like, they the ones that had an issue with, you know what I'm saying, the celebration. Like y'all all said, nobody had an issue with it. It's part of the game. They're both superstars in their own right. You know what I'm saying? They both talk trash. They're not the only ones that talk trash. Caitlin Clark been doing it all year. Angel Reese been doing it all year. So, like, I guarantee you this, NCAA, if they smart, you'll make sure that those two play again next year on the big stage. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep the momentum going, have them play again next year. It won't be on as big of a stage in the national championship until they get into the tournament. But, like, you know, got to market that, keep using that. And like Mar said, you know, build some content, put it out there. You know, it was great, but I didn't see any issue with it. You know, the lames did. They created a narrative and ran with it, but, you know, it's dope. We seen and heard Caitlin Clark came out. She didn't have an issue with it.
Exactly.
So, I mean, they just wanted to create a narrative, and that's what they did. It was too many other positive things that came from this game. You know, like G said, records being broken, set by both Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. You know, they had a record for most points scored in a championship game with like 191. 187 total points. Kim Mulkey, she won multiple. She won another championship. So she won 2 championships at 2 different schools.
Ooh.
So there's a lot of different positive narratives that came from this game. Lane's focused on that, and I'm glad this is kind of like put to bed now. So shout out to the ladies. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep
Come on the
building
show.
on it.
Come on the show, girls.
Come on the show. Both are invited on the show because Angel, we seen you doing your rounds on the podcast.
Yeah.
So you can come through, kick it with us. You from Maryland. I watched you when you were with the Turpins. You know what I'm saying? So come through.
Angel.
You know what I'm saying? And her brother's still at Maryland. So yeah, come, I love it, man. And if they smart, once they get to the WNBA, you keep marketing it still.
Come on, Mystics. Pick one of these ladies.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I heard a comparison that they could possibly be like the female version of like Bird Magic if they market it.
I saw that too.
Read something like that.
I saw that too. That is a big comparison.
It's a big reach.
To live up to. Yeah, let's just enjoy what we got right now. Let's keep building, building. Hopefully this keeps going into the WNBA. I think the Mystics can beat the Wizards. So let's just keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep moving this thing along just like this show. Yeah, man. So we got the NBA and the NBPA, which Chris Paul, I believe, is like the president, right?
Players Association.
Yeah. I think he used to be. Maybe CJ McCollum.
Okay.
I know Jaylen Brown is on there too. Okay,
so they got a new CBA. And I'm disappointed, to say the least, with this CBA. You guys know my feeling. I know you guys like, hold up, Mike.
I know you've been waiting for this, right?
Oh, I've been waiting for this for a long time. I've been trying to tell y'all what's going to happen, but they did not do everything I needed to do. They didn't put the Ben Simmons award rule in. They didn't lay the James Harden rule. They didn't have the KD rule, the Kyrie rule. There needed to be a bunch of rules they need to put in this CBA. What are they doing? They're tripping. But one of the things that they have agreed on is the amount of games you have to play to be eligible for awards.
I like that.
Which I like it too, but it could cost people money. So I would like you guys' thoughts on that. What do you guys think about the new CBA or lack thereof CBA?
Who's going?
Go ahead, G.
Oh, shit. Well, hey, to your point, Mike, this census just came out. It's not officially signed on completely. It's agreed upon and everything, but nobody has dotted the line, I guess. So there's still some clauses.
So I got some hope.
So still some things that might pop out later, but these are the big things.
Okay, hold on. Jay, clip this. Hey, Adam Silver, what's up, bro? I need you to do some things. I need you to, not just the awards, I need you to kick these Bammers out if they don't play a certain amount of games. It's sending the wrong thing. It's sending the wrong message to the rest of America. It is. It's sending the wrong message to the rest of America. You got 41 home games, right? You play for Chicago. They're not going to get to see you in Portland. Get your punk ass on the court. Hey, Ben Simmons, you lucky I don't run the league. You be playing in the league that LaMelo came from, the Australian league. Hey, mate, and was saying and playing with kangaroos. I'd get you out of here.
Nigga.
I'd get you. See, I didn't say that, but I'd get you out of here. You know what, Ben Simmons? This is a new segment on the show called Mike's Rants. I despise you a little bit more than I despise Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper, I still need a jersey, but I despise you, man. This new CBA. Getting back, let's go to Jae Jones real quick. We'll get back to you, G. But Jay, what do you think about this ridiculous CBA or lack thereof?
Like you said,
the NFL, Roger Goodell would never.
Yeah,
Mike wants the dictatorship.
Nah, not that. No. I just want you to play.
That's all we want. What
Like,
you getting paid for?
Dude, I have a job. I have a 9-to-5 job, right? My job is my job. I'm not gonna tell you my job title on this show, but that's my job. I am expected to show up to work and work. Basketball player is your job title. Yes,
oh no, I'm getting some anxiety about showing up next podcast, guys. I'm a little worried. I don't know if I can make it.
G got back spasms.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Hey, listen, we don't got that Ben Simmons money over here. You ain't getting paid.
Oh, snap.
Hey,
No,
go ahead, Jay.
PTO.
Take it away, man.
Nah, man. This agreement, I was still trying to process a lot of it. Like you said, I was kind of looking for some of those things that we spoke about as far as like not being able to, jump ship and leave, leave after you sign a 5-year deal or supermax deal and things like that, being traded, just like getting out of your contract as early. But the thing that caught my attention, not only was it the awards, it was the in-game tournament, in-season tournament that they're talking about having. Yeah. And it's not a lot of details out about it, but I'm interested to see how this is going to go, because they want to control load management, but then they got this playoff tournament. I mean, this tournament game, and I just don't. I'm just curious to see how this goes. And
no, Jay, say it. What's the point of it?
Yeah, like I don't understand it. Like,
everyone needs a trophy.
Nah, damn that.
Why do like Mar said? What's the purpose? So they're trying to break it up into like I think a 8-pool team, 8-pool bracket, and all this other stuff. And there's talks that they might not even have enough to, 30. They got 30 teams in the NBA, and you can't divide 30 into 8. So they're talking about it could be a possible expansion teams. They're talking about all these different scenarios with this in-season tournament. And to me, it just doesn't make sense. And
the loser goes to the G League.
Like, I'm just kind of confused on that. Also, players, they can now like buy into NBA teams and buy into WNBA teams. They can they legalize marijuana. They don't drug test anymore in the league anymore, which they were smoking anyway.
Yeah.
So it was good. But this CBA deal,
I don't get in trouble for it.
You just can't get suspended for it no more.
Just can't get suspended. But I mean, I don't know. It was a little disappointing. The free agency, like Hollywood said, I'm sorry, the awards where players could, they qualify to win the MVPs and stuff like that if they play 65 games. They got to they can make the NBA All Team as well, which could be linked to getting, more of a bag, which is going to be interesting too. And I think I heard Draymond going on a rant about that too, saying you might see a lot of, mid-player, average, mediocre players, or as he said it, bums getting bags. So
him.
I didn't say that. I didn't say
Mike
that.
Did. No, Mike did. Don't worry.
Nah, no, but I mean,
he made it clear who shot Draymond.
Yeah,
I'm not Jordan Bull.
Gotcha.
Yeah, oh shit.
Go ahead, Mark. Go jump in this. Jump into this thing, man. I'm not Jordan.
It's wild because it's like we've all had this conversation. I'm sure we all thought, like, for sure this was about to be the first step into taking some of that leverage and moving it towards the owner side. I swear we had that conversation, and I was expecting it because that's what y'all been talking about for months about, load management, the number of games you got to play for awards and get to all pro. And now Draymond can talk all he want about, mediocre or bums getting bags. My thing is if it's something that incentivizes somebody to play better, then guess what? Then that means that the NBA is not just relying on the all-stars. And let's be honest, the all-stars have been missing lately. You talk about Kevin Durant. Oh, we love Kevin Durant. He misses a lot of time. Oh, we love LeBron James. Man, he misses a lot of time. Man, I can't wait to see what Zion Williamson does. Oh, he misses a lot of time. So what's wrong with having people up their games because they're incentivized to do better? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, sometimes I love you, Draymond, but sometimes think like really think what you're talking about. Like, come on, bro.
And he's a hypocrite at that because he gets mad at the older players that call them bums.
Yeah.
That call the younger players bums or say they're getting too much money. And now you're criticizing your colleagues, your peers, for doing for the same thing that the older players do. Like, you gotta relax, dog.
Hollywood. You had it right.
Okay.
He talking about himself. You were a glorified bum. Come on, bro. Like Draymond, bro. Let's be honest. If you don't do what you do with the antics, the WWE character that you built, if you don't do that and win championships, we don't know who the hell Draymond Green is. Stop. Like, come on, chill out.
Let's go, G Money. Get into this, and then let's wrap this CBA talk up because it's getting.
Hey, first off, Draymond, you my man. Yo, but nah, for real. Let's talk about it really. Last 5 seasons, LeBron would have been eligible to win an award once. Last 5 seasons, according to the new joint. He hasn't played 65 games in 4 out of 5 years. All right, so that's gonna have some major effects into some of these things. Definitely, it'll get people playing more. Hopefully, that's what we all want. That's the main reason about it. They got also bigger payrolls and incentivizing players to stay with their team as well. Where their upper limit contracts is going to be possibly the Jaylen Brown rule, possibly said. Because if he were to get signed this past year with Celtics, he would have got 4 years, 165 million maxed out joint. Mm-hmm. New joint is 4 years, 189 million. That's a big jump right there. It goes from 120% possibly to 140% of the last salary you had. So it's gonna be good for some of the players to stay with them, but doesn't always affect all the players as well. Another thing they're doing to try to get the G League going is adding more two-way contracts. So each team's worth 3 of them. Recent guys you would have heard of was Austin Reeves, Duncan Robinson, Max Strus, Caruso, Jose Alvarado, my Pelicans, Anthony Lamb, and Lou Dort for the Thunder. So that'll be good for the younger players and stuff to get that. But about younger players, like, it's still one and done right now for the college kids. There's no straight out of high school.
I thought they were going to change that too.
There was a push. It used to be the players pushing for it. This time it was the owners pushing for it, and the players not as much pushing for it.
The owners and LeBron.
Yeah,
LeBron's trying to get 1 more year in there.
Yeah,
the owners and LeBron. He was trying to get Bronny in the league this year.
Yeah, exactly. They said them veteran players said, "Nah, well, they're gonna push us out of a job. We don't want them coming in right now."
Of course, LeBron not getting pushed out of a job.
Nah.
Yeah, so it's interesting, man. I mean, like I said, it's interesting. You got the see the reason why, again, and I'm making this brief. The reason why I target Ben Simmons because you wanted to get traded from one team, and then the team you get traded to, you play less for that team than you play for the team that you got traded from.
So there is something. It would, like, James Harden would have never been able to go to the Nets with the new rules, or the Sixers. KD would have never been able to go to the Suns either with this new rule. So they're trying to do it, but in a different way, where with that kind of money coming in, they're not allowed to make those trades type in the season.
Well, KD's goal is to be on every team, so it doesn't really. Some way, somehow, he's going to do it. I don't know how. He's just going to figure out a way. And speaking of which, let's get to the NBA awards, man. Let's get to the NBA awards. We got some Coach of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year. Those are the ones we're going to talk about today. I'm going to start with Mar. Who you got as Coach of the Year? Let's go with Coach of the Year first.
Coach of the Year. It's easy. It's easy. Mike Brown, the Sacramento Kings, is the only answer. If y'all say something else, I think we need to reevaluate who we got on this podcast.
Okay. Let's go, G Money.
Hey, I was hoping I was coming up with that answer only. I was like, man, they're not the number 1 team. Let me go Mike Brown. Sacramento's doing their thing. They're the number 3 team in the West. We on the Mike Brown train over here. I got you, wild card.
Hey, I agree with both Mar and G Money. Mike Brown.
Okay, I don't know the coach of the Memphis Grizzlies name, but I'm voting for him. Because somehow, some way,
Hey, he kept it together.
That's what I'm saying. Somehow, some way, he kept it together from Draco Ja and them. So you get Stone Cold Dylan Brooks. So he get my vote. Okay, let's move on to the Rookie of the Year.
Hey, you got a point.
Let's get to the Rookie of the Year. Let's start with G Money.
I mean, again, it's only one vote. It's Paolo Banchero.
Yep.
I mean,
Hey,
point blank, period.
There you go.
So all three, y'all say we don't even need to. Okay. I mean, okay. Let's be real. Let's be real. Is there anybody else even close?
I mean, there's some ballers that's having like decent rookie seasons, but
not
talking about Paolo, who got. I mean, I looked at the standings the other day, and I was surprised that Orlando got 34 wins.
They're like 3 games out, so they got a shot.
Nah, they've been officially eliminated.
Oh, now they have.
Yeah,
it's done.
Yeah, I just looked it up. They have been officially. They are in the. Yeah, they're not even. Yeah, they're not in the 10. They're officially eliminated.
Okay.
Disney World it is, but nah, he was balling. He. I don't think it's been some ballers like Mar said, but ain't nobody been close to Paolo, man.
Nah.
And he made he's really helping Markel's Fault to get better as well.
Yes.
That's a great story to see them down Magic. If they keep that young core together, maybe they can build around that. Let's go to the 6th man of the year.
Ooh.
Let's go Jae Jones first.
I got this was a little difficult because there was a few ways I could have went, but I went Malcolm Brogdon from the Boston Celtics, 6th man of the year.
Got you. Not Jay. G Money, let's go.
So I'm going a little different here. I know he's not the favorite or nothing, but I'm going Jordan Poole from Golden State Warriors. You know, there's been a lot of injuries out there. I feel like he's kept that team together when it mattered. It's, you know, with Steph out, he's putting up a lot more points. When Clay was hurt earlier on, he's doing his thing, you know. So I'm going Jordan Poole, keeping them afloat. Keeping them afloat is what we'll call it.
Oh,
I don't think they made it to the playoffs this year. If you take Jordan Poole off that team, and the same things that happen, like you said, the injuries to Steph, the injuries to Clay, all that stuff. I don't think if they don't have Jordan Poole, they'll be the same team. So that's a good pick as well.
He got knocked down. He got up again.
Hey, Wild card Mar, let's go, man. Let's not pick nobody that got knocked out.
Hey, I'm gonna actually do a surprise name, and I'm really not a big fan of him.
Draymond Green?
No, but I can't cap on like, it's weird because it's been a weird season for him. I'm actually going Russell Westbrook, and I'm not a big fan of Westbrook. No, just hear me out, because like there was times, and as a Lakers fan, I saw him. He was like, there were times where he was kind of keeping the boat floating while LeBron or AD was out. And then once they traded him, he actually was kind of doing this thing for a hot minute. He was putting up good numbers. The team wasn't necessarily winning with the Clippers, but like, man, he had a couple of games last week where I'm like, oh, if he does this with the Clippers, like, yo, them boys might actually make a little noise in the playoffs. So I'm actually surprised myself and everybody. I'm gonna go with Brody, man.
He just came back and played the Lakers the other night too.
Hold on, Jay.
Nah, Mike don't.
Thoughts and opinions of Wild Card Mark. I represent 613 Faye Network. Anything said by him is said by him. Anyway,
hey, I like Wild Card Mar argument for Russell Westbrook, man.
He's smoking what West was smoking when he was with the Lakers.
Hey, bro.
They had that Khalifa Kush. Anywho, let's get to the Defensive Player of the Year. Let's start with you, Wild Card Mar. I guess you're gonna pick Scottie Pippen. Who you gonna pick, man? Who's the Defensive Player of the Year? You gonna pick the glove, Gary Payton Jr.? Like, because this is ridiculous.
Yo, I can't.
That's the last person I thought you was gonna say.
I ain't think he was gonna say that. I thought he was gonna say like Emmanuel Quickly or somebody.
Not Quickly been doing his thing too, but it's just
he's the odds-on favorite right now.
Not for it. Nah, yeah, Quickly's probably gonna win it, but it's just weird. That came to me to go with just because. But anyway, Defensive Player of the Year.
That's all good.
Defensive Player of the Year. I'm actually it's gonna be the guy that I think should win MVP. I'm actually go with Joel Embiid, Defensive Player of the Year. So hey, my man plays it on both ends of the court. Let's get it. Embiid.
Even though he plays duck, duck, goose.
Hey man.
Hey, how was he ducking, Mike? How was he ducking? Ducking that smoke.
G Money, let's go, G Money. Who you got Defensive Player of the Year?
Hey, I'm going with the block man, Jared Jackson Jr. From your team Memphis over there. He's been doing his thing out there, kept Memphis up there too. He's a defensive presence, and that's big in the NBA when you have a defensive presence.
Let's go, Jae Jones.
And they get this award out. I ain't think nobody play defense enough to win Defensive Player of the Year, man. Shit.
No lies. No lies
hard
about
time
that.
figuring out who to pick. I said, damn.
You want to hear my pick before you get yours?
Go ahead.
John Morant, because when you win him, you protect it. You in the strip club, you protect it. You on the plane, you protect it. Wherever you go, John got you.
Hey, come on. Hey, Mike, that's cap. Hey, if you hold a gun like this, ain't protected.
But it's hilarious.
Somebody go get hit.
Yeah, he probably more going to shoot himself, do a Plaxico before anything, bro.
Hey,
Cheddar Bob.
My man is the most defensive. He's the defensive player of the year, bro.
I'm gonna go with.
You picked Russell Westbrook, so mine ain't too far off.
I'm gonna go with G. I'm gonna go Jaren Jackson. Jaren Jackson Jr. Okay. And if this was the new CBA, he wouldn't be eligible to win this neither. But go ahead.
So nobody would, for real. Nobody would be able to. At this point, everybody. Anthony Davis can never win nothing for the next 7 years. So let's go. Speaking of which, we got the playoffs coming, guys. What are we? 2 games left
in the regular season. Something like that.
About 2 games. By the time this airs, about 1 game left. Yeah. Big race in the West. We're going to focus on the West today because the East does not really matter right now until the Eastern Conference Finals. So, who survives the West?
Eastern Conference Finals.
I'm just saying. Right now, that big game that the Lakers lost to the Clippers put them back to the 7th seed, moved the Clippers up to the 5 seed. Golden State is the 6th seed. Mm-hmm. So, G Money, who survives the West, brother?
I'm talking playing here. Those guys, I say, I hate to say it because they've been hooping this year and they're in the playoff possibility right now. But I think the Mavericks get in over the Thunder in the end. I feel like they have to, and the NBA wants them in there too. I'll say that.
All right, Rudy Gobert.
I'll just say you want to see Dallas Mavericks in the playoff as well. That's for sure, because they were in they were Western Conference Finals last year. So
I don't know though. Do I want to see?
I don't want to see them.
Do I want to see Shea get in the playoff tournament and see what?
That's who I want.
That's what I want to see. Shea Glizzy get in there.
Yeah. Or do you want to see Brock Lesnar, Luka build? Luka got the same build as Brock Lesnar, but just blub. You want to see him get in there?
I will say the way he been looking on the court, it don't look like he even cares about getting in the playoffs at times.
He don't care about nothing until Kyrie get off his team.
Brother Luka.
Yeah, brother Luka just sitting. Brother Luka's been meditating. He ain't never smelled so many incense in his life.
What's that smell?
What you think, Ma?
Hey, I think Luka just got fitted for some Paul Wall goals like just a second ago, but nah, man, like. I'm sorry, G Money, man. I love you, bro, but come on, man. The Mavericks are a complete mess right now, and I don't care how good and talented Kyrie is and Luke is. That's not good basketball to watch. Like I love watching Kyrie, but just that him being on that team is not working. The chemistry's not there. Nobody knows who's going to take the last shot when it matters. Even though it should be Kyrie, but it just it's not watchable. It's not basketball. It's ISO ball. Give me some basketball. I'd rather watch Shea Glizzy and the young Thundercats do what they do. But I will say this: if you're going to have one of those teams like Dallas or Utah go in,
Utah ain't getting in.
I'm just saying you got a whole mess. Yeah, Nah, lead them out. Leave it how it is. Lakers go in at 7. Pelicans at 8. Minnesota 9. OKC at 10. And give me that plan. Leave it right there. But overall, and I'm about to kill y'all with this. Y'all might think I'm high. I am. But my representative.
Oh no, we might think you're crazy for this.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's cool. I'm okay with it.
Not what you said about Russ.
Sacramento Kings is gonna come out the West.
Oh shit! Okay.
In the end?
Yes. So this has been a great episode. Hold on. This has been a great episode of the. This has been a great episode of the Man Cave Sports.
Hey, man, I ain't scared to stand on that hill. Come on, man.
Hey, put that money down. You get a nice return.
Man. I ain't scared to stand on that hill.
Hey, Jae Jones, what you say? Shut the door on their ass. Shut the door on their ass.
Shut the door on their ass.
What's wrong with this guy today? Jae Jones, get in here real quick,
Hey,
man.
Good thing is we got a lot more episodes till it gets to real playoffs time. He could change it. He could change his tune later.
The play-in is on the 12th.
Oh no, yeah, we about to clip this.
I'm riding with it until they get eliminated.
Okay. Hey, I ain't mad.
You ain't know that anytime you get on there, like everything that you say is forever.
Forever. I'm like Mar. I want to see OKC in. I've been speaking highly of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander all year. It's a mess in Dallas. Mark Cuban's blaming, talking about how he couldn't keep Jalen Brunson. He's constantly coming up with excuses and blaming everybody for their downfall. We don't need all that. I want to see Shai Gilgeous. I'm interested to see Minnesota as well, man. I want to see Anthony Edwards. I like Anthony Edwards and those guys over there. Zion, they're in the 8th spot, man.
Oh gosh, he better come back.
I don't know. They say it's still kind of shaky, bro.
I read that earlier today. They said it's shaky with him.
Right. So I mean, I kind of want to see. I like Minnesota and OKC. If Zion not playing, bro, I really want to see one of them grab the 8th spot for real. And y'all know me. Who I got coming out the West, y'all already should know. I got the hometown kid. I got KD and those boys. Phoenix coming out the West. I just think they got the experience. They got the coaching. They got enough. They don't need a solidified bench. They got enough to, I think, make a playoff push and get to the finals.
Okay. Well, you guys should already know who I got. I want to go for the West. You should already know.
North.
You should already know. Why. I don't even want them to win because I like them. I want them to win so I can see it. They gonna act a donkey if they get to the finals. You think?
They gonna Memphis down Bill Street like crazy, dog.
Man, if you think Angel Reese was taunting every single shot they make in the finals, they gonna taunt. It's gonna be no defense played in that finals from the Memphis Grizzlies. That's who I wanted to make it, just to see the ratchetness evolve.
No handgun signals, Ja. Nah.
Listen,
she was just with Ja Morant too. They was both gritty.
I want to see it.
I seen that, Jane.
That's why I want to see. He didn't learn nothing. That's why I want to see it. I want to see him win. I want to see him overcome everything. I want to see Ja. I want to see Ja win and try to paint my man as a thug. He ain't no thug.
He ain't nothing.
He ain't no thug. He just was. He's in Memphis.
Wilding.
Y'all put him in Memphis. If y'all had put him in Utah, he wouldn't be like this.
Right.
Oh,
now
OKC.
OKC. Now, speaking of something, another shot clock, but in honor of the women's game, this is 30 seconds. I'm gonna start with you first, G, so you kind of get a quick thought about it.
Uh-oh.
Is Luka the problem? Because I've heard Kendrick Perkins talking about it, and he doesn't get enough blame for some of the misfortunes of the Mavericks. So is Luka to blame?
I mean, his body attitude on the court is not good. Like I was watching him the other night, and somebody didn't pass him the ball near the end, and somebody that probably shouldn't have took a shot, and he was just like, go back on D type joint. So, you know what I mean? Like that's not cool. If you want to be that star and you want to carry that team, not good.
Got you. Let's go, Jae Jones.
Luka the problem. Luka is the problem. And you've had Porzingis. You had Porzingis. You had Christian Wood. You got Kyrie. You had Jalen Brunson. Damn, it's you. Who they do need to get a more solidified post player. You know what I'm saying? They can't have another ball handler, another guard, or anything like that. They need a post player so he can dump it in the post and still get his shots off. But yes, he is the problem.
Okay, Wildcard Mar, let's get it.
Oh yeah, Luka's 95% of the problem. Can't stay in shape, can't play defense, can't play off ball. So those are all problems that he can control. Now, Mark Cuban is the other 5 because he's running this joint like a business. He's not running this like a basketball franchise. So Mark Cuban gets 5% of that joint.
Gotcha.
Shark Tank.
Here's another shot clock. What do you got? The Lakers, Anthony Davis, LeBron James. What do you got those guys finishing in the West this year?
And I'm the Lakers fan. I'm gonna tell you.
I think they can get as far as they can get maybe the Western Conference, the Western Conference Finals. They could. They have the potential. They got perimeter defense. AD is, his health, but he's been balling. LeBron, you know what I'm saying? If he can get into his playoff mode, you know what I'm saying? They got surrounding pieces. I think they can make a nice little run. I think they can get there.
Okay, different question for you, G. What did you think about the Warriors? What are they gonna do?
Hey, you know what I've been saying all the time. To be the champ, you got to beat the champ, and they are the defending champs for a reason. If they all get healthy, Andrew Wiggins hasn't been playing all season. They're talking he's coming back. That's the squad to beat.
He won't be in the last 2 games though, from what they just reported earlier today.
But they'll work him in somehow.
He'll be ready for playoffs.
And Wildcard Mar, since we just like throwing stuff out there with you today, what do you think about the Denver Nuggets? What do you think they will end up?
Y'all ready for this?
Ooh.
They gonna get bumped out of the first round if they meet the Lakers.
Ooh.
I said the same thing.
Hey.
Because I don't care what nobody say. The moment that you keep running everything through Jokic, you putting everything on him. Come on, man. You got capable people on there. Aaron Gordon, last time I checked, he's pretty good. Michael Porter Jr., last time I checked, he was pretty good. Oh, you actually have a point guard that you can actually use for point guard and Murray. Oh, maybe we should use Jamal Murray. But no, you running everything through Jokic. So if you're going to live by Jokic, be prepared to die by Jokic.
Got you.
Hey.
And by the time our next show wraps around, the playoffs would just have begun. The play-in starts, like Jay said, it was on the 12th. So I know we said we're not going to talk about the East, but let's keep it brief. 10 seconds, fellas. Jay Jones, who you got coming out the East?
Boston.
G-Money?
Out the East. Let's go. Right now, this is my heart. Embiid.
Damn, the long-winded answer that
76ers. Because I like Embiid.
Hollywood on fire.
Let's go, Ma.
Yeah, Boston.
Boston, okay. Moving on. Let's get to some foosball, man. Let's get to some good old football. So y'all know my boy, Broward Jackson. He still ain't got no contract yet, man. They ain't getting my man no contract. If you saw the Ravens press conference, it got really touchy. They kicked somebody out for asking Lamar Jackson questions. I don't know if y'all have you saw that yet?
I seen the clips. Yeah.
Yeah, they kicked Cuz out. They were like, hey man, didn't we tell you, Slim, we ain't answering no questions about Cuz? What's wrong with you?
That ain't on the dock, bro.
Yeah, bro, we told you. You asked us what questions you can ask. We told you what you couldn't, and you still gonna come up here and try to play us? Get your
And you let you talk about them?
Yeah, so
Mines want to know.
Hey man, that happened, and it was when I seen it, I was like, damn. But then again, I thought about it, like that is the same franchise that had a damn town hall to talk about Colin Kaepernick. I ain't never had it. If the Commanders would have had a damn town hall to see who we can pick at quarterback, man, I would have been in them town halls quick. We would have never got Patrick Rant. Let me not go to rant. Anywho, so They're saying Lamar Jackson to the Colts. Now, me personally, their uniforms are too bland for him. I don't think he wants to go anywhere with any bland uniforms. He think he has some flash and glitz and glitter with his uniforms. I know y'all don't think that matters, but it does. Look good, play good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anywho, G-Money, what you think about this ridiculous thing of him going to Indianapolis?
So you one of those guys on the pickup court, you be looking all fly on the pickup court and be like, hey,
I don't go on the pickup court. I'm a guy on the side talking shit.
He's on the mic like the N1 guy.
Yeah.
Hey.
Professor.
Lamar to the Colts. Like, honestly, I didn't think any Lamar stuff was going to happen until close to the draft as well. Right now, Colts is in the most dangerous spot where he could be left out of his quarterback that he really want type thing. And he might not want to go for one of these developmental guys, as they called him. So they're definitely in the play. I still think he ends up in Baltimore, possibly, honestly. Like, I don't see how it doesn't happen. They need him, or Atlanta's still my choice.
Well, see, with the Colts, and again, I watch SportsCenter. The last couple quarterbacks the Colts had were Phillip Rivers, was old, but he got up through free agency.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Ryan, he was semi-old. They got him through free agency.
Nah, they traded for him.
Wait, makes my point. Like, do they really think that will work? Like, the times that they've had success, they've drafted quarterbacks, which was Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck, Jim Harbaugh played for them as well. I think he came in free agency way back in the day. But still, the successful quarterbacks they've had in recent times has been Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck, and they drafted them. To your point, G-Money, they're kind of a little bit far off from that quarterback top heavy. So going after Lamar, but Wildcard Mom, what do you think about it, man?
I think the coach should pull the trigger on it. Ever since you lose Andrew Luck, you tried Jacoby Brissett, you tried Phillip Rivers, you tried Carson Wentz, and you tried
I forgot about him.
Oh, yeah, you can't forget about that. And you tried Matt Ryan. So ever since Andrew Luck retired, y'all haven't had the best of success at quarterback, at least consistently. I give Phillip Rivers his credit. He was watched, but he was on a good team. They went to the playoffs, had 11 wins. But all these other opportunities or quarterbacks that y'all get opportunities to, they've been dookie. Lamar Jackson is 25 at the beginning of his prime, not even in the middle. And he's already having MVP, can complete 64% of his passes, and he's going to win you as a starter 70% of the time. This to me, hey, man, for 4 years, $200 million, let's go. Gotcha. I go get him.
You go get him?
Yeah, if I'm the coach.
Okay. Jae Jones, let's wrap this thing up. What you think, baby?
Hell no, they shouldn't go after him. Nah, y'all gonna make me say something nice about the Colts, man.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah, man.
Your bum ass team in the same division.
Yeah, man. Hey, slow down, man. Slow down.
You need a quarterback too.
Yeah, I'd rather him in Nashville, but
he definitely ain't going to y'all.
Nah, it's all right. We got a black GM. He's come on through, Lamar.
He just seen what Ja went through. He ain't stupid.
He said, y'all loud out there in Tennessee.
Nashville is 3 hours away from Memphis.
Listen, bro.
Yeah, man.
Hey, that 3 hours don't make that much of a difference. Bro.
I know when you got a driver.
Only when
he's in Fort Lauderdale with Kodak Black every other day.
But nah, man. But of course, the coach, like my team, should definitely make a move for him. Like Mar said, the quarterbacks they've had in the past, they've all struck out. You know what I'm saying? Except for the ones that Hollywood brought up, Peyton and Andrew. You took gambles on Matt Ryan and Carson Wentz. Why not take a risk? And you already know what Lamar can do. You've seen what he can do. He's torched you. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely they should pick up the phone, see what's going on with Lamar. You pair him with Jonathan Taylor. You got Michael Pittman Jr. You know what I'm saying? It's an instant upgrade. You got to make the call, see what he's talking about, and you know what I'm saying? See if you can go after him. I don't want to see this shit, but hey, it would be a good move for them to do. Not just them, but a lot of other teams. He's an instant upgrade, and I get it. He's not doing things conventional. it's not as talented why teams don't want him. It's because the power structure can be shifted if Lamar gets signed, without no agent and gets guaranteed money. So, but yes, the coach should pick up the phone and holler at Lamar.
Okay. And I still stick with my pick that I think who he should go to. If I'm them, I'm picking up the phone and sending everybody. 49ers, if I'm you, I'm picking up the phone and sending Jerry Rice. I'm sending Joe Montana.
Roger Craig.
I'm sending Roger Craig. Everybody that you ever had. Ronnie Lott in one of his fingers. Him. I'm sending the whole 49ers to get Lamar Jackson because you have a team that's built right now to win. And if you put him on that team, y'all can win.
That's dangerous.
That's hella dangerous.
Moving on. Speaking of which, I'm going to switch things around a little bit, the order that we have. Arizona Cardinals GM is allegedly cheating, and he was accused by the ex-vice president of the team for cheating. Now, when you guys were telling me about this, I was wondering, I thought about it, I was like, hold up. Arizona Cardinals ain't been to the Super Bowl since Kurt Warner. And they didn't win. So what cheating is he doing? Somebody put me on the story, man. Let the world know what's going on, man.
Not as wild because it's the ex-vice president, Terry McDonough. I might be pronouncing his name wrong, but he's accusing Michael Bidwell, who's the owner, of the cheating. He says that they got a burner phone, him and Steve Wilkes, and they was ordered to do certain things and he has a proof on the burner phone. He didn't 100% say specifically what was on there or what was told. But I'm like you, because the thing is while they was there and Steve Wilkes only had that 1 year, I think they got 4 wins. So if that's cheating,
trash.
So you said they was buying them things. What do you buying a refrigerator?
I don't know what he's accused him of cheating, discrimination, and some other things. So he's throwing a lot of words in there that are thrown out there in the media that can make somebody look bad. But to the Cardinals, their PR man, he did his job and was like, nah, Terry is an ex-employee who's disgruntled and going after cash grab. So this is eventually turned into a he said, she said type of situation. But I think the most important thing is Steve Wilkes. He needs to stay out of this situation. His name was brought into it, but he needs to immediately take his name out because he needs to think about the repercussions that comes with being involved in this situation. Because we got to talk about the elephant in the room. When you're a minority in the NFL, things don't always go your way as a coach. And so, he was done wrong in Arizona. He should have got the job in Carolina. That's
done wrong. I was about to say.
Yeah, hey, that's another show for another talk for another day. So now he needs to think about his future for his coaching career and for his family. If that's his main source of income, I don't want no parts of none of this, man. Keep that moving. If you do what you do, come up with your allegations, but please take my name out of it.
Gotcha. G Money, was he cheating?
Hey, everybody gets accused of something sometimes, Hey, take him to the Maury show. Get him on the lie detector test. Jerry Springer, Let's find out.
It has been determined that Terry McDonough, your allegations are not true.
Well, let me ask you this, G. Let me ask you this question, G. That was funny that you just did that. You just
did run off the stage. Yeah, he did the run off stage.
Hey, dog, I'm gonna miss this show.
I used to love Jerry Springer's show, man. Yo, Jerry Springer, too hot, too uncensored, too hot for TV.
Hey,
you feel old, bro.
Let me compose myself. I'm just trying to be like Maher Rashad.
What you mean our allegations ain't true?
Hey, so doesn't really matter, G Money.
If all the hey, he can dig up emails like they have other John Gruden, if he get into all that stuff, he could be out the door real quick. Always know that could happen.
Shit, John Gruden got Dan Snyder ass up out of there.
Man,
Yeah, you ain't gonna pay me as the only racist. I know what's really happening. Jay, what's going on? What you think about this?
Man, Terry, I'm gonna just tell you like this, bruh. If you got the evidence, you got it right. You gotta find some way to leak that shit, bruh. Like your pops is connected with the Boston Globe. Your brother with ESPN. Man, leak that. You ain't gotta leak all of it.
Wait up, Gunner. Hold on, Tekashi. You gotta relax. You telling about a snitch? Wait, not on this show.
Nah, I'm just saying you got allegations. You telling them you got the evidence.
Yeah. So release it.
Leak some of that. You know what I'm saying? Throw some of that out there, man. They like Mar said, man. He's accusing the owner Michael Bidwell of creating toxic environments and harassing and bullying and all this other stuff. Word on the block is Terry McDonough can't get a job, so they think that he's doing this to try to get back into the league. That ain't gonna work. But he's saying that this is keeping him out of the league. So we know how the NFL handles things like this. Ain't really a lot of it been done. But so we'll see how the investigation goes. But I'm like, Mar, if I'm Steve Wilkes, keep my name out your fucking mouth.
For real.
Keep my name out your mouth, man.
It's funny as we're talking about this. I looked at my phone and said, Steve Wilkes, NFL has no comment for these allegations. Gotcha. I'm like, you know what? Good job, Steve Wilkes. No comment.
Hey, you know what? We have no comment.
He has a job in San Francisco. He's a D coordinator now in San Francisco. I'm not messing that up.
Well, here's the thing. We have no comment on it either because the Arizona Cardinals absolutely suck. And
they had 3 wins that year. Matter of fact,
and it should have been on Hard Knocks. This was more entertaining than their Hard Knocks episode.
Hey, listen, they have a quarterback that plays Call of Duty. Why you should be reading his playbook? Of the Arizona Cardinals cheating. Maybe one of the things that they gave him was an Xbox, a PlayStation 5 or something. I don't know.
They drafted him the year after they claimed all this happened.
So he was there.
No, he wasn't. He was there the following year. He got drafted the next year.
Oh, okay.
So the cheating led to them getting Kyler.
Hey, but hold on. Look, before we move, we can't act like Terry is 100% lying because NFL has given us more than one reason to believe some outlandish allegations like this.
Yeah, but why you do it now instead of when it happened?
Oh no, you right. I'm not saying your timing of it is jacked up. I'm just saying like I don't want to be so quick to just dismiss Terry because I'm like the NFL has, because let's be honest, when the Patriots got caught cheating, they did their little thing and whatever. My thing is like, if everybody thinks like the Patriots are the only NFL team that has ever cheated, like let's not be, naive. Like I'm pretty sure there's other teams that are always trying to find an advantage to get a victory.
Yeah, but what
the Cardinals didn't find it.
I'm about to say, you just said when the Patriots were winning.
I know. They
say that again and say when the Cardinals were winning, that didn't happen.
Astros were winning.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like the teams that win that get caught, I can understand that.
Yeah.
The team that lose,
they lost.
Basically, what you tell us is, hey, y'all, he tried to cheat, but it didn't work.
So let's punish him and keep it moving.
And got the first round pick. They got the first pick of the draft after alleged cheating the year before. What kind of cheating is that?
It just looks weird, bro. Like
maybe they were cheating for that first pick.
I mean, it just looks weird when you do it against a bad team. For like example, when the Saints had their bounty gate, that was coming off of years that they were a really good team. One of the years they won a Super Bowl. When the Patriots, of course, when they got caught cheating or whatever they was doing, well, we know they were cheating, but they came off of winning something. The Arizona Cardinals have not won anything since any of us were born. Or our parents.
Oh man.
So what are you like? You just snitching to snitch? That's the society we live in?
Mm-hmm.
Like you called it out years later. How long has Kyler Murray been in the league? 4 years, 5 years?
Something
so
like
if
that.
it was the year before that, then I mean that was 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're doing a tell-all book, keep that to yourself. Now moving on. Oh, speaking of which, the Arizona Cardinals have been reported to be getting new uniforms at the end of this month. They'll be getting new uniforms. The Carolina Panthers will be updating their blue on their uniform, the blue hue on their uniforms is going to be more Carolina blue than it was before to match what their end zones are. But Arizona, I'm not sure what their uniforms are. But if you look at a lot of their pre-draft gear and a lot of their gear on their shop, there's a lot more yellow involved into their color scheme.
Bird feathers on it.
Right. Well, no, the letters and things of that nature, yellow. So maybe yellow belly cowards. They cheat. Anywho, let's get to this next one, which is something I know a lot about. Folds up, quads down. UFC, WWE, Endeavor merger worth $21 billion.
Yeah, 21 bill, bro.
$21 billion. This is a merger of all mergers. This beats the Time Warner AOL merger. No one saw this coming. Vince McMahon looks like a grown version of Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite.
That was real?
Yes.
I thought that was Photoshop.
No, that's real. That's really him.
No, the Just for Men Butch job, yes, that's legit him.
But what does this do for sports, fellas? Like, could you guys see an NFL NBA merger? Adam Silver's allegedly supposed to be leaving and then go run Disney. So, like, could we see more of these type of things? I know y'all don't know nothing about wrestling, so we're not even going to talk about the wrestling part. But could y'all see more of these type of mergers? This is a huge, really is a big deal when it comes to entertainment and sports entertainment and things of that nature.
I don't see it right now with NFL and NBA, but I do see it with boxing. I did read that when they put this on the open market, the New York Times Exchange is going to be it's going to go up as TKO, which is I thought was interesting, and they could possibly in both. Correct me if I'm wrong, Hollywood. I think the rest of WWE's president, Nick Khan, I think that's his name. He's been heard to mention about being interested in possibly getting into boxing. Dana White's been interested in possibly getting into boxing. I believe he's been promoting, trying to get something going, or he was trying to get something going about a year ago, but it kind of died down. So I think it's a huge deal. From what I read, the media deal is the big thing with this merger. SmackDown, their contract with Fox is getting ready to end, I believe, next year, and Raw's contract with Peacock ends, I think, in 2025, and so does UFC's contract with ESPN. So they're looking for a network or a platform where you can get all of it at once.
They probably created themselves because WWE used to have their
that's why they picked up Vince. That's why they picked up Vince.
Yeah.
So it's huge. It's gonna be a huge thing in sports. I can't wait to see it myself, man. But it's definitely huge from pause. This is a big moment for sports from what I've seen, man, and I can't wait to see it.
Wildcard Mar. Go ahead, G Money. I see you, G Money. Go ahead, G Money.
The only question I got that I'm
surprised. Hold on, Mar.
No, you called me. Oh, my bad.
He can go. He's going. That's why I wasn't saying nothing.
Nah. I'm a park. Go ahead, man.
Hey, that's one thing earlier. I know we've talked about before, I think, or whatever. But WWE or whatever was trying to get gambling joints. Yeah, you're allowed to gamble on them. If you're allowed to gamble on WWE, it better be official if they're gonna converse merge with UFC. You know what I mean? If they're because that's WWE technically, so you wouldn't be able to bet on that possibly.
Well, technically, so on DraftKings Fantasy, you used to bet. Well, okay, how can I put this? Because I won one of those. You can bet, but you can't cash that. Like, let's say I won $10. That was the DraftKings dollars. So I could bet those DraftKings dollars and make them real dollars. But technically, I would, like you said, I wasn't really winning real money. So
betting on matches and stuff like that.
Right. So that would be a big deal. That's a good one, G Money. Walk on Mar. Go ahead, jump in this, man.
Nah, it's the only thing I'm really worried about is when you merge with a sports entertainment company like WWE, which is scripted. Like I don't want no bleeding lines. Running into UFC. Like don't start scripting our matches. You know what I'm saying? Like keep the UFC pure. Let them actually be doing real MMA with real results. You know what I'm saying? And I just hope that it's still honest because when it comes to betting on UFC and money's involved and all I'm saying is don't leave that door open for people to guess like, yo, are these matches scripted because you're in bed with WWE. The only thing I would say is UFC product is, maybe kind of copycat a little bit of WWE's platform on how to present your product. Like I don't care if you put out the ramp for the UFC fighters to come down and the entrance music and got pyro and some twerkers. Do that, cool. Steal that element from WWE.
Production, they definitely the production they can. Oof.
Yeah. Oh, they could benefit from the production side of WWE.
I was just about to say the intro is about to be so much more lit.
Oh yeah. Hey, but I'm saying take that element and from WWE, but that's the only thing take from WWE. Know how to market your fighters, and hopefully they can gain more money because I think the UFC fighters are highly underpaid. That's another subject, another day. But but for the most part, man, just let WWE be WWE. You still be UFC. But if y'all making money together for this little TV part, cool. But don't start tainting my MMA fights. Just leave it alone. Got you.
So what I've read, and I watched the interview with Vince and I think his name is Ari.
Yeah, Ari Leonard, Ari Emanuel. I'm sorry.
Ari Emanuel.
Wow. Pressure.
What I seen on the interview, basically, so he's the top guy.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Vince.
Yep.
Then you have the UFC is going to be its own division.
Mm-hmm.
WWE is going to be its own division.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Khan runs the WWE.
Yep.
And Wright runs UFC.
Yep.
So I think they're going to probably keep them separate. I don't think they're going to try to get their TV deals together. I think Vince knows better than that. That's why they have Vince. That's why the deal went through with Vince still being somewhat in charge.
Yes.
Because Vince knows better than that.
No, Vince wasn't going to let that deal go through if he didn't have no hands on it. Come on, Mike. Mike, you know how Vince get down.
I think that if he
would let that deal go through, if he not have a very,
I think if he would have got $10 billion, then he would have. His asking price he got his asking price. Plus,
because it was valued at 9.3.
Right, but what I'm saying is, I think that if he would have got more than what he wanted for it, then he would have stepped back. But the fact that he got what it was valued for, plus they offered him a job, that was no. You know what I'm saying? I think there's somebody out there. I think the Saudis offered him more than what, because they just be throwing money at him.
So they got it like that,
right? So I think they might have offered more, but we'll never know. But I think it's a big thing for sports. I know I said the NFL and NBA, and that probably never would happen. But this is a huge thing for sports. I mean, they just took these two have taken over sports entertainment. What sports entertainment is, and if what Jay's saying is right, they can get boxing.
It's a done deal.
That's a done deal. But see, what boxing is a lot harder because there's so many different boxing commissions and things of that nature. So
more politics.
They say your boy Nick Khan. They said he had his hands in the Tyson Fury and the Deontay Wilder the second and the third match. So he's got some experience over there with Top Rank and ESPN Plus and getting deals done with him. That was another reason why, I think that at some point in time they're gonna try to go after some avenue of boxing. I don't know, like Mike said, it's a lot of moving pieces with boxing, but I think they could possibly do that.
Hey, G Money with the Sparks. And speaking of G Money,
hey, we on audio if you listen to us, but on live I just had my intro for UFC.
He said, "I'm just a sexy boy."
Crazy, man.
Speaking of G Money, man, before we get up out of this thing, G Money, this is your segment, man. What bets you got this weekend, brother?
Oh my goodness! Hey, bet the Pelicans make it to the first round of the playoffs.
That's the only bet
Let's
you
go.
got.
Oh, also for the Masters. This is Masters weekend for golf. Bet John Ram or whatever. That's his name. That's his official name. Actually, I'm not wrong about that.
You got him winning?
Yeah, bet him to win it. Bet him to win it.
Okay, you guys, make sure you listen to G Money. He's gonna post it on his Twitter, and tell us where they can find you, G Money.
Hey, on Twitter at G Money Caveman. Let's get on it. We pumping up the followers. Let's go.
Got you. Jae Jones, tell them where they can holler at you at. You did a good job today, Jay.
I was chilling, man. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Thank you, sir.
No
Jae Jones, man. Everything, Twitter, IG, Facebook, TikTok, holla at me. Chop it up. Let's go.
Hey, Wildcard Mar, tell them where they can get at you, man.
And you already know what it is. Twitter, KC Wildcard Mar. Wildcard Mar on the Facebook and the Instagram. Chill.
And you can find me on Twitter at I love Bryce Harper 3.
This is the last week, guys. Jokes are done. No.
Bryce Harper, he sent me a jersey, man. 3X. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big guy, but I know you can send me a 3X. He ain't got no 3X jersey. Anyway, find me Mike T304 on Twitter, M Turner 304 on IG, and Michael Turner on Facebook. But something tells me I might have gone on a social media break soon. So
is that or you getting booted off the joint?
Right. They're gonna probably kick me off.
You gonna go back in Facebook jail.
That was a good one, G Money. Hey, if you pay attention to this show, don't listen to G Money's bets or lose.
He locked up.
He picked Iowa. Hey, the guy diagonal for me, he picked Iowa. We see how that went. Who else did he pick? Jay, come on, give us some picks.
He was the only one of four of us to say Iowa was going to get there, so he was right on that.
I picked every one of them right. Every one in the Final Four, I picked.
But you didn't pick the winner.
We didn't have that segment.
Yes, we did.
No. He's right. You jumped the gun and picked your winner.
Yeah.
Oh, I picked South Carolina to win it all. I know Mar picked South Carolina too.
I was hosting last week, so I was just putting in my joints.
Yeah. But as you guys see, this is the Man Cave Sports Podcast. Your boy Soul Man will be back next week. You can find him Soul something on something. He'll be here next week, and everything. It was great. It was great being here with you guys for the last couple of weeks, man. I had fun.
We appreciate you, bro.
Hey, man, listen. Bryce Harper, Ben Simmons. Who else do I like right now?
Ja Morant.
No, I love Ja. Ja, you can send me some shoes. You can send me your dad. You can send me an autographed cup from your dad.
They send him.
No. You can.
Hey, cut it off, bro. Hey, we done.
Hey, listen.
No, we done, bro. Cut
it
off,
we done. What Willie used to say? Who was the one that said shut the door on their ass? That's what we out here, man. Shut the door on their ass. Deuces, man.